Welcome back to the EDC Squirrel. Got something really awesome today. Finally got my first package from the monthly knife club. I joined it earlier this month, May, and made it in time for their cutoff for May's delivery. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up and see what we got. Now, I don't know what the knife is, because they're all a mystery when you get them. It's kind of like a random thing. But I'm excited to see. It's kind of like a little gift box. Now, the tier that I joined was their tier 2. I think it's just the knife only, not any of the EDC like extras or whatnot. But the tier 2, which on their website, let me look here real quick. Okay, so the plan that I've got with Monthly Knife Club is their name brand knife plan, and their plans go from starter, which is around $25. Actually, yeah, $25. Standard, which is $35. I have the tier 2, which is $55 a month, and then they have an Onyx, which is $119 a month. Now this again is the tier 2 name brand knives, and let's see what we have here. We got a Civivi. Oh, this is already starting off pretty well. What do we got? What's this? Tier 2 name brand knife. The Terax model. Well, that's pretty cool that they include the card and a lot of information about the knife. Looks like what we have here is, again, the Terax 3.5-inch bead blasted blade with JG10 handle. Looks like we have a flipper. 3.5-inch blade, overall length 8 inches, Nitro V stainless steel, drop point frame lock, and bead blasted. Then you got a flipper and thumb studs. Let's see. Let's take a closer look at this. I'm really excited. I'm glad it's something that I don't already have. And I have lots of Civivis. Ooh, that is a that is a heavy pouch. What do we got in here? Open up. Oop. There we go. We got our Civivi microfiber cloth. We've got using instructions and warranty information. We got our stickers, your Civivi, and an Elementum sticker. Little mini brochure. And the Terax itself. Oh, that is pretty. Let's take a look at that a little closely. Let me put this stuff away. And let's see here. Put this off to this side there. Take that out. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so let me take a quick look. Now, their card stated that, let's see here. So total cost was $55 plus shipping and handling. That's what I pay for tier 2. Total value they're stating is between $79.99 and $123.50. So let's see how accurate that is. On Civivi's own website, now this knife is showing as discontinued. However, it still appears that they have a quantity available to purchase. And on their website, it's showing up as $80.28, which is also 35% off. A lot of their discontinued knives are discounted. Original price on their website was $123.50. Now let's take a look at Amazon. I'm showing that the same exact knife is coming up as $65 even, including shipping. I still ended up paying less than what was available on Amazon. So that's not bad. I can't complain at all. That's pretty awesome. Now, like it said in the card, and again, I'm comparing it with information on their website. I have no doubt that that information is accurate, but I think they have rounded some stuff off on the card, which is fine. Very specific measurements bring this at an overall length of 8 inches, and this is from Savivi's website. Overall length is 8 inches, width is 1.41, overall height, including clip. Not sure what that was. I think that means from the back of the blade to the back of the scales, and that's 0.64 inches, which, no, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what that is. Oh, wait, maybe it's, okay, width of the blade. Gotcha. Blade length is 3.48 inches. Closed length is 4.52 inches. Blade thickness is 0.12. Handle thickness is 0.43. Okay, I still don't... Oh, with a clip. Okay, 0.64 with a clip for overall height. And it weighs approximately 4.93 ounces. Now, again, this is made with Nitro V steel. Oh, that felt good. And that was a very loud click. I like that. Nitro V, they say a blade hardness of 59 to 61. It's a flat grind blade, bead blasted, drop point. And handle material, again, is stainless steel with a G10 inlay, in this case, a jade. Or natural, I think they call it also. Take a closer look at that. And just like every other G10 I've gotten from them, you've got like a bit of texture there. It might be a little hard to see. So nice and grippy, but not rough. The pocket clip does appear to be reversible. Yep. And it is a frame lock. Very robust looking frame lock as well. Very smooth action. That caught me by surprise when I flicked that out. Thumb studs, rear flipper. Very positive sounding lockup. Let's check out the rear flipper. Yep, that sounds awesome. And while we have, let's open that up again. While we have that open, let's try, where did I put that cloth? I had it a moment ago. There you go. While we have that open, let's see, no movement up or down at all. Nothing side to side. The frame lock is very robust. Feels pretty secure. And let's see how that is when it's closed. Now, if it's anything like any past Savivi I've gotten, it should be perfectly aligned, and it appears to be. That's looking pretty good. That looks dead center. Now, there's no backliner. You got a couple standoffs. Don't see a lanyard hole. Nice weight in the hand. Now, unfortunately, this isn't going to be something that I could easily carry around because the blade length is too long, but like I'm going to complain. Pocket clip is kind of deep carry. Let's see how that looks. Get my special cutoff jeans. There we go. And that's going to go in the pocket just like so. That slips in pretty easily. So you got about that much showing. once it's in, a little bit lower, there we go. You got just a little bit of that handle showing. Not bad at all. Obviously too long for the fifth pocket. If you decide to carry in your rear pocket, which is not something that I generally do. I don't like sitting on my knives. Okay. That's how that looks. Now, like I said before, when I got that blade out, that was pretty quick, pretty positive. Got some nice jimping on the back of the blade. Oop, let me center this over here. Got some nice jimping on the back of the blade. A decent sized sharpening choil. You can't really get a whole finger, or at least I can't, not without getting too close to that edge. However, I can get a fingertip in there if I want to do some fine, like carving or cutting. Otherwise, good size handle. Can get a good gorilla grip without any issue. The clip doesn't feel too uncomfortable. I can imagine a long session, and I'm talking a long session of cutting cardboard or whatever, could cause some discomfort, but otherwise, unless you're doing actual like rigorous testing of the blade and just cutting tons and tons of cardboard, you're probably not going to have any issue with that at all. Now, feeling along the blade edge, not feeling any burrs so far. No burrs. Does feel Civivi sharp. I say Civivi sharp because every blade I've gotten from Civivi has been really sharp out of the box. Comfortable handle. Almost neutral. Got a little bit of a curve there. Unlike a lot of the liner locks that I get from Civivi, those tend to be a little hard to get to because they sit almost flush with the scales. And this one does come out, or in this case, the frame lock comes out just enough where I can actually use the pad of my thumb to move it out of the way. A lot of the Civivi liner locks, I end up having to use my nail to get in there and then push the liner out of the way, which isn't the most comfortable. And I get a nice little dent on one side of my nail. So they put just enough relief to be able to get to that frame lock to unlock the blade and close it. I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. Now, also looking at this frame lock, I can see that it's kind of up and behind, or the cut for this lock is kind of up and behind the G10 insert. So when you're moving that out of the way, the G10 insert itself will keep that liner lock from moving too far outward. In other words, you won't be able to move it and bend it too far away. So that keeps it, in a way, sort of captive. And that's pretty nice. I do like the fact that there's no back liner. I'm kind of torn on that with a lot of knives. I like knives without a back liner most of the time, mainly because if it's something that I'm carrying, then a lot of times you'll get like lint, dust, whatever inside the knife, and backliners just make it so much harder to clean. With having a knife that just has standoffs, I just need a can of air, and I can usually even slip a microfiber cloth through and clean it that way. And backliners tend to get in the way of that a lot of times. Now, this isn't, like I said, one that I'll probably be carrying on a regular basis simply because of the length. So in a case like this, a backliner wouldn't bug me so much. But usually on my carry knives, I prefer not to have one. I like that nice clean look. Sometimes they do look pretty cool though. But this is a pretty sleek looking knife. Don't know why or why this one's discontinued or how long this has been out. While I do have quite a lot of Civivi knives, I don't know, unfortunately, too much about their history. I'm going to have to start taking a little closer look at the company just to learn more about them. But otherwise, this is a really, really pretty knife. Nice and just, I don't know how to explain it. It feels good in the hand. Awesome size. Drop points are probably one of my favorite blade profiles, along with sheep's foot blades. And it looks fantastic with that G10 insert. Now let's take a look and see how sharp that blade is out of the box. I have no doubt that it's going to be really sharp, but I always like to test it out on some magazine paper, which I should have around somewhere if I can find it. Okay, got myself some magazine paper. That's not horrifying looking. I'm not a big fan of mannequins. Or in this case, what do they call these? Ventriloquist dolls. Okay, let's take a look and see how sharp this is. Now, I'm holding the paper in the back so that where I'm cutting is completely unsupported. And that bites into the paper immediately. Like I said, Civivi knives have always come, when I've received them, pretty damn sharp out of the box. There was a little tearing there, but I don't know if that was more my fault. Either way, I know this is feeling really, really sharp. And if I really wanted to do anything to it, some light stropping would probably... I could probably shave with this now. Let's take a look. I don't have much hair left on my arm. I'm going to have to stop testing knives on my arm. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with putting more or different parts of my body in front of the camera to test. But, I got some. Not much. This is what happens when you're Asian. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, that's... yeah. I can shave with this. There you go. That's hair cutting sharp. Out of the box. I haven't done anything with this. Don't think I need to even bother with stropping. I might do it anyway just for shites and giggles, but doesn't really need it. That is a really awesome get, or I don't know how you want to say it. That's either way. That's a really awesome one from Monthly Knife Club. Wow, I can't talk. So I am very satisfied with what I got. Very happy with that one. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and continue my club subscription, and we'll see what I get next month. But if it's along the lines of this type of quality, and I still manage to save a little bit over Amazon, so far worth it. And it's a nice little surprise. I don't know what I'm getting. Now, if you want to check out the Monthly Knife Club, I will go ahead and put a link in the description below. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with them in any way. But if you're curious about it, I'll go ahead and put that link down there. And if you just want to look the knife up on Amazon, I'll go ahead and put an affiliate affiliate link in the description below, again, specifically for this knife. And if you want to help me out, I do get a little bit from the affiliate link, and that'll help me get out more content to you guys in the future if you decide to buy through that link. Either way, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Really fantastic knife. This is going to be a keeper and a great addition to my collection. Anyway, again, that is the Civivi Terax. I hope I'm saying that right. My monthly knife club subscription box knife for May of 2025. If you liked what you saw, please drop a like down below. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then you'll get notified of any new videos that I put out in the future. I hope you enjoyed watching. I sure enjoyed opening this one up and discovering what I got from Monthly Knife Club. And I look forward to seeing what they have for me next month. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.